Happened soon after we came out here from England. She thought it was going to be really different here. Sunny Australia, plenty of money, sunshine. The old man never changed her. Just kept on boozing and bashing her up. He never even got himself a job. She always wanted to go back to London, but he wouldn't take her. Broke her heart, it did. We always used to say she died of emigration.
My mother had a nervous breakdown, poor thing, when I was arrested. She just couldn't handle it. God, I wish I'd never involved her.
Involved?
Yeah, that's how I got the money out of the factory. We came out of the payroll office and this guard came up and started firing at us. And the guys I was with pinned him down and I got out. We were going to meet later, but I didn't think we were going to get away with it, so I put the cash in a carton in the dispatch office and addressed it to my mother.
You mean the delivery truck carried the money out of the factory for you?
Yeah. I went to the toilets, tidied myself up, straight out the front gate.
You got an ass, I'll give you that. I'll tell you what, you'll have no problems getting out of here. Shop?
Oh, hi, Mrs. Morris. Sorry, the shop's closed today because of the strike.
What strike?
Oh, take your pick. I tried to get the phone connected, there's a go-slow on. I tried to get the beds delivered, all the truckies are out on a stop-work meeting. And the council inspector said he's snowed under with work until 2 weeks next Tuesday. You want me to go on?
No, I get the picture. Well, Judy, you've really done a lot of work. It's looking good.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Wally helped me all day long yesterday, but I feel as though I've hardly scratched the surface.
Oh, it takes time. The reason I'm here is that Mrs. Davidson wants to get the women started on some sort of project so that you'll have something to sell when you open up the shop.
Great. When can I see her?
This afternoon, if you're free.
I guess I am free now, aren't I? Oh, I forgot to tell you. I wrote to Laurie. I told her the truth. Wally talked me into it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad.
Yeah. And I've had a visit from one of the neighbors. A Thelma Turner runs a shop across the street. She said we'll probably have trouble with the neighbors.
Yes, well, we had a few problems like that with the other halfway house.
Is that why it folded?
No. They ran out of money and couldn't get government assistance. Mind you, I don't think the woman who was running it really had a heart in it.
Well, this one does, believe me. I'm going to see that this works if I have to beg, borrow, or otherwise.
Well, don't get too carried away. A lot of eyes on you at the moment. Many people would like to see you fail. Don't give them an excuse.
Don't worry. I won't.
I've told you I'm not doing nothing till I've got my money.
You'll get the money when I'm ready. Now, let's talk about getting her out. It's going to be the laundry truck. I'll be back later to tell you when.
The laundry truck? Oh, you've got to be joking.
You make sure Hannah's on it. We'll make sure she gets out all right.
Look, it might be easy for you to get onto the driver. I can't guarantee getting her on board. Not with that lot. Them screws down there are red hot.
That's what you're getting paid for, sugar.
I haven't been paid yet, have I? You're supposed to be bringing it in today.
Have a look at the nice pussycat.
What is in there?
All $2 grand. So just make sure it goes off all right. Now, how do we get her onto the truck?
I've been thinking about it. There's only one way. That's down from the roof. I can get her onto the van, but once she's on it, she's on her own as far as I'm concerned.
That'll be fine. And Chrissy, don't let me down.
Yeah? What you gonna do about it then, love?
Nothing. To you. I'll just give this back to my favorite little girl.
Bastard.
And Chrissy, don't spend it all at once.
Did he bring it in?
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do with it now?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not leaving it lying around here. It's a bit uncomfortable, but at least it'll be safe. I'll sew it into the lining later.
Well, what about the breakout? Did he say when it was?
No, not yet. He's going to let me know. But I do know that the guys are coming in on the laundry van.
What am I supposed to do, hide in a laundry bag?
No, there's only one way, and that's over the roof and onto the top of the truck.
But I can't do that. How do I get down?
We're just going to have to make some rope out of some sheets, aren't we?
A rope? I haven't climbed a rope since I was a kid.
Well, you're going to have to start practising, aren't you? Otherwise, you're stuck in here playing footsie with Ferguson.
What are you up to?
Nothing. I'm just getting this photo frame of Lizzie's for Bea.
Does Lizzie know?
Of course she does. Bea's collecting things from all the women.
What sort of things?
Oh, you know. Posters, curtains, buy-up stuff. What can you give her?
What'd she want it for?
I can't say. It's just something she's working on. Now, come on, what are you going to give me?
Well, I don't know.
Well, come on, it's only for a lend. I'll give it back.
You can have these. I don't like them anyway.
Thanks. What about the flowers?
All right.
Thanks. I'll bring them back.
Mrs. Morris has kept me up to date with the progress reports, Judy. You certainly seem to be doing well.
Yeah, well, it could be better.
Oh, well, all good things take time. Now, tell me, have you had any good ideas about getting the women involved?
I've been thinking about a couple of things. I mean, the prison reform group, well, they don't have enough money to help us stock the shop. And I thought if we could get the women some work in the print shop, and the money that they make, they'd be able to buy materials for soft toys and things.
Yes, well, the contracts certainly have been falling by the wayside lately.
Yeah, well, Myra's probably too busy to chase up orders. I mean, the bookshop's keeping her busy.
Well, I'm glad she's doing well, but I'm sorry we're not seeing so much of her. I hope the PRG doesn't lose her altogether.
Yeah. Look, I've got time now. Why couldn't I try and get work for the print shop?
Well, I have no objections. We certainly have to get funds from somewhere. Now, as far as new projects are concerned, I was thinking of reintroducing the pottery classes.
Well, no offense meant, but I've got a friend who's a potter, and he's been supplying me with stuff for the shop. I don't think the women's standards are quite up to his.
Fair enough.
The soft toys that Paul Reed had the women making, they used to sell well.
Yes, but they weren't the most popular. I'll have a word with the women and see how keen they are on the idea.
Look, Mrs. Davidson, would you mind if I spoke to them? It might seem like an order if it comes from you.
All right. We'll do it straight away. Mrs. Morris, could you assemble the women in the recreation room?
Of course.
Judy, I do hope you can get this off the ground. The last halfway house was a very unfortunate affair. We certainly could do with another one. Goodness knows. It's hard enough for ex-prisoners to make it on the outside.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Mr. Farber,
Oui?
I'm Susie Driscoll. I phoned you about the job.
All right. Take a seat, please. Susie Driscoll. Your age?
17.
Where have you been working?
I worked at the chuck wagon for a while. I've just finished there.
And that was counter sales, was it?
Counter and kitchen. A little bit of both.
Uh-huh. And before that?
I was at school.
So, you have your HSC.
No.
Have you done any waitressing before?
No. But the ad said it wasn't necessary.
Yes, I know. But I've had so many girls apply, and some of them have very good references. You see, we run a server service here, and to be honest, I don't have the time to train anyone new. If you were a year older, perhaps I could give you part-time work behind the bar.
Well, thanks anyway.
I'm sorry.
What's this, Christmas?
Get out.
She knows about it, Bea. I couldn't keep it from her. Anyway, it was Chrissy that talked me into going along with it.
Is that right? Now, why would she do that?
Do you reckon she'll blow it, Bea?
Not when I've had a word with her.
We've got a whole lot